Are you stressed? Are you tired? Are you finding life very challenging now? If you answered yes to any of these questions, do you know that coaching is one of the best ways to overcome the stress and challenges of every day? This is why every week I am going live every Friday at the Working Moms Academy's YouTube channel, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube because we want people to understand the power of coaching. This is our 10th episode already. Thank you for those who are watching us on live. Thank you for those who are watching the replay also. The last 9 live coaching was really phenomenal. I'll say it was very memorable for me. There are days I just slept after, in 2 hours after the coaching because it was a bit heavy. But I am very fortunate. I'm very happy to help those mothers overcome the stress in their relationships, in their finances, in their career. And today, we have another member of Working Moms Academy's Facebook group. So if you don't know Working Moms Academy, let me just quickly give you more information. Working Moms Academy is an educational technology platform and community of working moms. Our goal is to help moms overcome the stress and challenges of every day by sharing life tools that education lacks so that mothers can become better people, parents, and partners. At the end of the day, our ultimate goal is to help moms succeed at work and at home and in any business or career that they wanted. My name is Wanda Kalupig. For those who don't know me yet, I am the founder, lead coach, and trainer of Working Moms Academy. I experienced burnout in 2014. It was the darkest, one of the most difficult moments of my life. And from then on, that led me to, training, coaching, and really committing my life to helping people overcome stress so they can be happier. So today, let me bring my guest on stage, which is also from UAE. I'm very happy that she's here, but in another place. Let me welcome Sehar. Hi, Sehar. Thank you again for saying yes to this.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Wanda. It's a pleasure to be doing this with you. And everybody, I'm Sehar Masood, and I'm in from Abu Dhabi, right next to Wanda. And thank you so much, Wanda, for this opportunity.
Thank you. Of course, you're very welcome. It's my honor. So, Sehar, can you just tell us quickly what do you do?
So my name is Sehar Masood. I'm a transformational life coach, and I just it's actually a very quick background. So I went through postnatal depression with my first baby, which was untreated and undiagnosed, and I suffered almost 4 years with it. And I myself again, when I connected with myself, I just wanted to reach out to all the moms of first-time moms or second-time moms. I just wanted to connect with them because I did not have the support or I did not have that help from anyone, and I felt no one understood me. So I just want to reach out and connect with those ladies who feel their life is falling and who felt guilty themselves and who felt they weren't cut out to be moms. You guys are amazing. It's a condition. You guys need to see that and work on it. And it's okay. It's a phase. We just have to push through it. I just want the moms to feel and know. are the only moms and they're enough.
I
It's,
love that, Siha. I can always, now I know why you're in the academy. We're on the same mission, right? I mean, I think what I've learned when you have gone through life, which is the most difficult, right? When you have come past that stage, you're now in the position to really wanted to help others. So I really love how you shared, how you overcome the postnatal depression, and now on a mission to help mothers before you. So let's go straight. I know you need to go somewhere else for most important things. So just ask me those questions. Let's go have it answered right away in the best way I can.
yes. So nowadays, first question, and the one thing I'm working on is how to make my Insta page more engaging, how to actually connect with the people out there. It's very vague at the moment. I mean, I'm kind of lost. I want to connect with exactly those women who are going through that. I want those women to know that I'm there even at the middle of the night, because honestly, I felt at night it's the worst, because everything's settled, your kids are put to bed, and your mind is free. That's the most difficult time. So the kind of I'm trying to work on, and I'm trying to figure that one out.
Okay, so your question is how can you connect to the people that you want to serve? Am I correct, Sihar?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if I understand it correctly, what you want what is let me just ask you that question then. Who is the number one person that you feel most connected to in terms of the number one person you want to help?
The one who just had a baby, whose life is overwhelmed, whose life literally flipped 360 degrees, and who feels whatever she's doing is just not enough. They're trying their best, but they're not feeling at all that they're not seeing what they're doing for the baby themselves, whose basically hormones are going off the roof. So, those are the ladies I really want to connect with.
So okay, the next question I want to ask you, where do you think are these mothers? Where can you find them most?
All over the world. Basically, Facebook groups, they're everywhere. We can't keep it, obviously. We're having babies born every day. So that I know there are millions of women going through this thing. I just don't want anyone go through this post-depression without realizing it. Most of them do come out, get themselves treated, but there's so many of them who do not realize what they're going through and who just blame themselves. I don't want that game. They have enough on their plate already. I don't want them to fall into this blame game.
Okay. Sihar, can I just tell you something that came to my mind right away? When you spoke about postnatal depression, so of course these are the women who just gave birth, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. These women are on social media, but I also think that they are on a limited basis because of the time constraints. But can I just tell you where can you exactly find them? What came to my mind first? I thought of hospitals.
Yeah.
See, actually in one of the advisory meetings I had with Working Moms Academy's group of advisors, one of the things, we were brainstorming in terms of, Working Moms Academy really want to help mothers, but they're really different kind of mothers. There are first-time mothers. There are people, who are working in the corporate with two children. There are many kinds of mothers. But I think the good thing about it, we're very specific about, helping those women who just had postnatal depression. And one actually of the recommendations to me by the advisors that Wanda, partnering with hospitals is one of the best ways to do it. Because the moment this mother, you gave birth, right, you actually need support. But right now, this is what I'm always saying, the society doesn't have the right support at work and at home. We might have our mothers, our sisters, but sometimes the old techniques of the past are not working anymore, especially parenting, right? I was telling my mom, if you parent my children the way you parented me, mom, it won't work anymore. So, but I think, Sihar, what I love about what you're doing is the clarity that this is what you wanted to do, and the clarity that, these women just gave birth. And where do you find them most? The first thing you can find them most in hospitals. And if you can have See, I don't know in terms of the UAE how they operate, but I think hospitals here are very good. If you can ask them, I know when you give birth, is there a support that the hospitals are going and are giving? I mean, I know when I give birth in the Philippines, there's something called breastfeeding seminar, something like that. So if you can at least connect or find somebody who can help you reach out to these hospitals just to ask, do you think there are some women who might be willing to get some support after they get out of the hospital or even during the hospital, outside their family or friends, just to get guidance in, if they feel they're going through depression or if they feel they need somebody to talk to. And I think, that's one of the steps that I am thinking. So number one is hospitals, because these women just gave birth. Second, of course, as a parent, there's, especially here in UAE, right? The parenting, the parents of children in schools have WhatsApp group, right, Sehar? That's very strong. So I think also, if you can, I always believe we always have big goals, but if we just have to chunk it down, what is the number one step? What's the easiest step for you now to get through those mothers? And I always believe that if you first go through the people that you know also. So if you asked, I know we have a group in Working Moms Academy. You also have a group of friends, if or a group of WhatsApp group that you have in your phone. If you can just ask them, do you know anyone who just gave birth? And or do you know anyone who might be suffering from postnatal depression? Because I can lend, my ear to listen and to help. Do you think this is something that's useful?
Wanda, this was an amazing insight. To be honest, I never thought about connecting with others. See, it's so simple. Sometimes we just don't see the thing right in front of our eyes. Like you said, it is saying that it takes a village to support and upbring a child. But since away from home, we don't have that village. And that's exactly what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a visual village to support all the moms and to help them upbring their kids. But amazing. I loved your idea. Yes, never thought of it. And then there's lactation classes, and then new moms classes, and new parents classes. My God, you just opened a new world for me. Yeah, I never thought of it. Yeah, I have made, WhatsApp groups of school and specific classes. So thank you so much. That was amazing. Never thought of it
Welcome,
after.
Sihar. Most welcome. See, I can already see the light in your eyes and in your face. The good thing about it, you know what they always say? The solutions we have is already within us. We just need somebody to help us see that light. And when I heard you having that parenting village, I said for Working Moms Academy, they said, yeah, there's a famous quote, right? It takes a village to raise a children. And that is also the vision of Working Moms Academy. We want to become better parents and we want to raise children together because it really requires a lot of time and energy. And whatever you're doing, let me know how can I support you in any way. I think whatever you're doing, there's a lot of collaboration and connection in terms of the vision that you wanted. And I think there's a lot of things that we could do together, a lot of things that, we can ask a lot of mothers also. And I think I just want to acknowledge Heidi Maduho. She said, God bless you, ladies. This is most important and matters so much. Thank you for taking the time. Oh, most welcome, Heidi. Thank you for tuning. She also said, some don't even have mothers. I agree. An ocean separates my children from their grandmother and my mother-in-law. I'm sorry to hear that, Heidi. I agree with you. It's in this life. You know what they said. I in one of the interviews. What that lady told me. Wanda, this child that was given to me has no manual. I wish there was a manual, right, for children and for myself. How can I be a better parent, a better mom, and all? So this you're doing is really something that's very good. If you can also be very specific, Sihar, in your profile to say that I am helping first time mothers undergoing through postnatal depression, then I think you'll be the first person who will come to mind, because there's like, oh no, first time mom postnatal depression, Sihar is the right person. And they always say we love people who are like us. So if you can tell the story of, this is like personal branding now, if you can tell your story, your postnatal depression. They said there's a valley journey in every difficulty, where you are now to where you were before. So if you can slowly share that story of how, when you were experiencing the postnatal depression, what are those experiences? And then slowly also share how did you overcome it? Because that is how people will remember you now that, oh, Sehar is an expert for her being first time mothers undergoing through this emotion. And also, Sarah, what I also learned, most people don't even know that they're going through depression. I myself have gone through burnout. I never knew it was burnout already until, I was reading, I was like, oh my God, I've been through burnout. And I was reading, oh my God, I've been through silent depression also, but I never knew it. So if you can explain your journey, people will say, oh, I am experiencing that. I am that. And if Sihar could be the best person to help me, then I will, of course, contact you or contact somebody who might need your help. So is that helpful, Sihar?
Yes, that's very helpful. I did try to share my story on my Insta. Not obviously in too much detail, but I've been, trying to just share as much as I. I am planning to go live from Insta and connect with my older self and talk about it and how I realized it and how the moment for me I think the changing point was because I got pregnant in the second time. It was almost after 3.5 years, and I had to move to Melbourne. We had landing for a residency. We had applied for residency for Australia. I landed there with my daughter, who was 3.5, and I had to live there for 6, 7 months. That's when I realized I have been missing out on life. I have stopped enjoying life itself. I had completely. I had wrapped my life around my baby, all the work, all the boring stuff, not enjoying the little moments of life. And that's when it hit me. That moment when what happened? And I thank God for that. I just started connecting with myself again, and I made it a point when baby comes, I have to enjoy every day, baby moments, which I missed out the first time. And I don't want any other woman to miss out those moments. It still makes me sad sometimes. Look, my daughter missed out those 2 to 3 beautiful starting years of her because those are the most beautiful ones. So yeah, I mean, thank you for telling that. Also, yes, I need to share that, and that will connect well.
I love that. I think Sihar, as a mother, right, there's so many things we have to take care of, to do, which actually is, overwhelming, correct? But as you said, enjoying every moment of it. I was telling my children, the past few days, I was telling them, I miss those days when you always call mommy, 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 because now they're ignoring me. I have to like, where are my children? They're like very busy with their own life now. So I think, my advice to the mothers before me, I know being a mother is very difficult. You have to do too many things. But as Sihar said, enjoying every moment because someday you will miss those moments as well, right? Sehar,
True.
do you have any other questions for me as well?
I really wanted to ask you about. I think Karen posted it this, and I wasn't really able to post on that. Comment on that post is how to manage time efficiently. I have put so much on my plate now, and I'm trying to every day. I'm trying to prioritize it, but at the end of the day, I do get achieve a lot in a day. But I feel 48 hours in one day. I can't do it more. I need more time. I need to do this. I need to do that. So yeah, I wasn't able to answer Karen. So that's when I felt I need to find out the efficiency of time, how to do that.
Okay, that's actually a very good question. You are not the only person also, Sierra. Every mother wants to have extra time because I mean, there's so many things that we wanted to do, we need to accomplish. And time management is really a skill that, every mother I think needs to learn. For me, and also in one of the interviews I did with Working Moms Academy with Grace, what she said, there are, if for you to manage first, is to acknowledge that we all have 24 hours a day. That's the equalizer that was given to us by God, that every country, every nationality, every person, men, women, have the same 24 hours, and it is actually the management of that can make or break a person. And this is also called the Eisenhower box. So they said every there's actually four. Where's my camera? There's actually four things. You can either, the 4D of time management: you do, delay, delete, or delegate. See, because as a mother, I know, what's my biggest problem is that I always want to do everything on my own. But also in the process of doing, wanting to do that, I burn myself in the end. And I realized I can be a mother, but I don't have to do everything. That is when I started to also categorizing what are the things I need to do. Meaning that is the things I need to prioritize. I mean, when the kids are sick, of course, everything falls, right, the children first. Okay, there are also things I could delay. Like for example, I mean the laundry, washing the dishes. I mean the world will not end, right? If I can just do the laundry tomorrow, and so understanding what can you do, what can you delete also. Like for example, for me, Sihar, I will admit I'm not domesticated. I'm not very good in cooking and house chores. I mean, I've always been a career woman myself. And when I tried to become a housewife, I killed myself in the process also. I mean, I found myself, feeling so unhappy and guilty because I felt I wasn't a good wife. But I was thinking, if I'm a career woman, I don't have to be a perfect, housewife also, right? So when I let go of that, I started to delete the things that is not serving me. So I totally, like for example, I really don't do laundry. No laundry. No laundry, no folding, cooking, very minimal. And I really asked help. So I asked help from my mother. I told my mom, mom, there's no other person I can trust my children and my family with, only you. So can you please be with me to help me? So that part, I because I'm still working full time as well. To be honest with you, Working Moms Academy is an advocacy, a life project that I'm working with, and I'm very busy with that on weekends. But on weekdays, I have my full time job, and to manage that career, that this Working Moms Academy, the household. I have two mothers in the house, and that those things I clearly delete from my schedule. That's like, so you ask yourself, what are the things that you can fully outsource? Can you bring a maid to at least cut the vegetable, to cook or do? Because those things, you can always trade off with paying somebody and spending more time with your children. Also, what can you delegate? I mean, those delete and delegate is actually related. What can you delete from the many to-do lists of your day? Then you can delegate to another person. And I mean, other mothers I've interviewed during the life coaching, they realize that, oh, they're doing everything on their own, but they actually already have teenage daughters or children that can help them around the house. So also, understanding, and one of the things, so it's do, delay, delete, and delegate. So that is what I do. And also, one tip I want to give you, Sehar, I always also open myself to surprises. So I said, help. I always, in my journaling in the morning, I always have this thing that I wrote, help me prioritize the things I need to do today. Because that is when the magic happens also. When I learn to let go of planning every minute, every area of my life, the right guidance comes to me. Because that is when I let go of the control, right? That is when, I was able to build Working Moms Academy by finding the mentor who can help me. Because I said, I want to do this, and I let go of that, and the right people, the right help always comes. So doing, deleting, delegating, delaying, plus the most powerful, surrendering to the help that you need to get things done. The things that needs to be done first. So that's my thing for it. I hope that's helpful.
That's amazing. And I totally agree with the point where you let go of control. I recently started doing that, and it's amazing how things have changed, and it just became good. Like, just for example, I had to attend a Zoom session while it was kids' bedtime. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to let kids sleep after half an hour. That's one of the amazing decision I made, because I connected with amazing group of people on that Zoom session. Kids were happy, I was happy, and they slept. it's okay to something like go control and stop following the strict ritual order to do work. But I totally agree, and I love your 4 steps, and I'm trying to incorporate it on a daily basis. But the one thing you said connects me that when you wake up, you say, "Help me prioritize my day." That is really important, and I totally agree.
Mm.
That was really insightful. I loved listening to what you said. And thank you for the hospital tip. It's amazing it came to my mind.
I'm very excited for you. I know these hospitals need a lot of help, Sihar. I mean, I know these hospitals in your area are very good. And I
Yeah.
think here, mothers, they need to, I mean, I know a lot of women who gave birth here. I think they need to get out of the hospital. I think if you're normal, you have to go out by 1 to 2 days. If you're C-section, like 3 days, right? And I
Yes,
think
right.
that's not enough. In the Philippines, sometimes if you're C-section, you can stay up to 7 days. You don't
Amazing. I
need.
wish I could be. I wanted to check out on my third day with my first daughter. I was like, oh my God, I'm in a hotel. I want to stay. But yeah, I agree. They should have more time to just relax. Because once you're back in action of being a housewife and a mom. You don't get a chance to, re-energize yourself.
True. So that's for you, A. Also, Sehar, you know what I've learned? I mean, I lived in Malaysia for 1 year when my husband got relocated there. And in Malaysia, there is something called I forgot the exact terminology in Chinese, but there are really house for mothers because in Chinese there's a lot of traditions they need to follow. So for that mother to be taken care of, there is like a board, I say, how do they call it also? There's a boarding houses for mother, or there's really a place where first time mothers are because that is where they are fully taken care of. Forgot. I know I have your WhatsApp number. Once I have that information, I'll send it to you because one of the friends that I know, he owns one of those care houses for mothers only. Because for the you can stay for 1 month or 3 months because there are really the right people who can take care of you. So if you wanna start first in UAE, hospitals is the best way. If you wanna go outside Asia, Malaysia specifically, I think Singapore also has this kind of a place like maybe I mean in US there's retirement houses for the old people, right? But in Asia there's something called houses for for newborn babe for first time mothers or mothers who gave birth because that is where they taken care of. I forgot the terminology, but as soon as I get it from my mouth, I'll send it to you. And I do have a few contacts who owns some of those businesses. So if you do want, we can also connect with that. But I think, see, the good thing is that I think your work is not limited to UAE. The struggles of the mothers I met is the same regardless of which country they are, which makes our work, more meaningful and, more useful in that manner.
That's true. And then
So,
the idea of having a house for new moms, I love that idea. That's amazing. Do share it with me. I would love to connect with them. I think that's a great idea. It's a dream come true for all the new moms, especially.
true. So that would be good. So, do you have any other questions, Sehar, for me? I know you have to
No,
go
I
by
think
12.
I asked you important question and you answered them amazingly. You've just given me so much insightful information for the hospital and then the 4D points which I need to follow to prioritize and use my time efficiently. That was amazing. I love it. And that's it.
Most welcome, Sehar. You know what you can do after this call? You go back to the time when you are going through that postnatal depression. Start writing it down. So
Yeah,
that also when you go live, I mean, for me, I really don't script. I mean, I always wanted to speak from my heart. So what I
that's the
always
best.
also do, I always have a paper with me. So when I feel like writing, so if maybe I wanna share about my journey of burnout, so I will just make a map of how did that burnout happen. What was I feeling? What was happening? Then, when I have inspired wisdom also to write, then I will share that story one by one or when I go live also. So, at least once you write something, the mind will remember it. They said we have about 300 to 1,000 thoughts per minute. The moment you start writing, it becomes 80 to 100. This is why I always also use the power of journaling to help, just access your wisdom within as well.
The power of journaling. So true. Yeah, that's true.
So, Sihar, I would like, can you just invite those people who might need your help? Can you just tell again what you do? Because those people are watching us live or on replay on YouTube, link in our Facebook.
Yes, so I think I've shared my LinkedIn and Insta.
Okay, let me share also while you're speaking.
Okay, so once again, hello everybody. It's lovely to connect with you. I'm a traditional life coach and a mother of two gorgeous kids based in Abu Dhabi. And my coaching basically teaches you how to fall in love with yourself by strengthening your mind muscles and breaking your mental muscles. My basic connection I make with at the moment is working. I work mostly with new moms, especially those who are suffering from postnatal depression. As I said, it takes a village to raise a child. Sadly, nowadays we don't have the proper support. We don't have that village. So I'm trying to make that visual village happen there. And my moms, you guys are amazing. Just the way you are. Don't doubt yourself. Listen to the instinct because God gives you that instinct when they give you a baby inside you. You have it inside you. Stop questioning yourself and do not listen to the people around you. They will drive you mad. Go with your heart. You are always right and you are enough.
Thank you, Sihar. What a lovely message. I want you to be remembered that Sihar is helping first-time mothers overcome postnatal depression so they can feel love and enough. Right? Thank you so much, Sihar, for this
Thank
time.
you
Thank you for
so much,
joining.
Wanda. This was amazing and very helpful for me as well. I hope I got a message as well. Thank you so much, Wanda. Hope to stay connected with
Most
you.
welcome. Of course, I will stay connected if there's anything I can be of support to you. You have my WhatsApp number already. Let's get connected in touch. I love the parenting village concept. We'll definitely help you support in any way we can. Thank you again for those who are watching us on live or on replay. Again, this is Working Moms Academy's live coaching call with our community members here. If you want to get a chance to get this, free coaching call for worth $99, please join our free Facebook Working Moms group. Also, we are launching a group coaching on June, so watch out for that. For more announcement, send me a message if you want to know more of it, because Sihar, you can also be, actually, I'm looking for coaches as well. We already have coaches, which is, you can be our postnatal depression coach. I already have coaches, career coach. Yeah, yeah, I have a career coach, a reinvention coach. I have a business coach, abundance coach, embodiment coach. I don't have yet a postnatal depression coach. So I'll
I'm
connect with you
thank you.
offline. Yeah. So
So much.
that would be lovely. So for those of you who want to understand more, we have a group of coaches, group mommy coaches here to support motherhood in their transitions and career and in motherhood. And get in touch with us in terms of how we could be support to you. And thank you again for watching. Again, at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be on live. I'm gonna feature parenting practices in Australia. So that's something interesting. And another later in the evening, 10 p.m. Manila, Philippine time, 6 p.m. Dubai, sir. I have one guest, an interview with a successful mom who's a CFO of Johnson and Johnson, Canada. So there's a lot of things to learn from how to be successful in corporate at home, and life in between. So thank you again, Sahar. This is Wanda, saying thank you for joining us live and for watching today. Thank you,
Thank
Sahar.
you for
Hope
having
you
me. It
you
was
find
lovely.
useful. I look forward to having you on Working Moms Academy as one of our coaches and helping on the parenting village. Thank you again. Have a great day, everybody. See you in another minutes. Bye.
Thank
Thank you so much.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.